A bit frustrated because the distance was less, but it is going on such route even. I was very skeptical actually while driving on those routes. I'm running out of fuel actually for my scooter. I didn't calculate it in a proper way. Initially, I was not allowed to shoot. Then finally, inside a submarine. It's 91 meter I need to cover. Let me read a history of Rose Hill Stream. The chapel faced damage due to cyclone in 1870 and 1876. And this is a bit of history. We can go through it. And finally, in 1904, a new church was actually constructed. The new statue of Our Lady was placed in the altar. So, a lot of details are mentioned here. So it started somewhere in 1866, that is correct. And finally, they built a new church in 1904. That's why in the front of the church, it is written as 1904. But in the back side, let me show you. That shows 1800. Let me check once more. We can see on the top, zooming it. You can see 1850s written. That means from 1850 it started, and that's where it ended with the new, the new church as 1904. Okay, let's move on. We will go to the Dolphin Beach and Yarada Beach. These are the two beaches from here. I'll go now and I'll show you the beauty of that. Finally, I reached the Dolphin Hill Lighthouse. It is a military controlled area, so we have to pay ticket to go inside. So we pay 10 rupees for an adult. Unfortunately, the lighthouse is closed. You can't go to the top of the lighthouse. But my priority was to do the view of dolphin nose, actually the shape of the mountain. I mean, if you have seen my video while coming to the route, I've shown you a hilly road, right? That's the Dolphin Hill. So from here, the shape of this hill looks like a dolphin nose. That's what I was trying to take a shot from here. Nothing related to lighthouse, but unfortunately, because of the mist and because of the winter season, I can't see anything actually from this top view. But in the meantime, just I'll quickly show you the lighthouse from the far, and also a little beach side, but it is completely white. I mean, I don't know. Nothing great view from here. Okay, I'll just show you, and then quickly I'll move to the Yarda Beach. Okay, it's almost 3 p.m. now, and we need to quickly move. That's the lighthouse. From here, that's the lighthouse. Normally, they are allowed to go to the top and get a beautiful view, but unfortunately, we don't have anything to cover here. Yes, which I don't like. I mean, just my personal opinion that. Lot of zigzag routes, and I came directly from the Rose Hill church and to this. I was a bit frustrated because the distance was less, but it is going on such route even. I was very skeptical actually while driving on those routes. Finally, it went to the hill. Probably I was new, so that's why I was not knowing. But if you wanted a very quick movement, no. So I don't know. My view is I can skip it actually. I mean, if you are really interested, then you can come. Otherwise, you can skip it. It's up to you. Better Ramakrishna beach is better. You can spend your time there. That is a better place. Let me go to the Yarada Beach, which is just another probably half an hour or 20 minutes from here. Then I will straightforward go to the Ramakrishna Beach, which is the important shoot I have to do is the submarine part. So many palm trees here next to Yarada Beach. It looks nice. I just arrived at Yarada Beach. It's just taken 10 to 15 minutes from the uh, Dolphin Hill Lighthouse. Yeah, there is beautiful hills are there. I mean, next to this, I'll show you. I don't know whether you were able to see. It's a lot of. You can see it far. Those hills are there. That is where people come to Yarada Beach. But it is quite a distance. My problem is now I am running out of fuel actually for my scooter. I didn't calculate it in a proper way. So that's a pressure I'm taking in my mind. But anyway, just have a look here how the beach is all about, the Yarda Beach. Look at this. Bay of Bengal. That's where the far, those beautiful hills are there. The beauty of this, beach is you can see it is surrounded by hills. You can see entire, the beach is surrounded by hills. So that's the uniqueness of this Yarada Beach. And, I think, if you ask me honestly, I don't know if you're really, there might be inside that there might be a lot of, I can see far there are a lot of cars. There might be some resorts will be there a bit far, but I don't have time now. If you really wanted to stay next to a beach where hills are there, then this is one of the also beauty. Beautiful place in Vizag. Or else, in the Ramakrishna Beach is quite commercial and it's a lot of rush, a lot of crowd actually. So if you want a peaceful, soothing, calm and quiet, then you can come to this beach. But obviously, India always you'll find everywhere crowd. But I think this side of the beach, this part of the Vizag is not that crowded like Ramakrishna Beach. Okay, so let me go back to the Ramakrishna Beach for the submarine shoot. I don't know how much big queue will be there. So let's see whether I'm able to do the shot of that submarine. That will be my last part of my day 4 visit of Vizag. Let's carry on. Finally, I'm able to get petrol. I was very lucky. Otherwise, I was really in pressure. Although you can buy petrol from the local people also, but I need to search. It was getting dark. So anyway, I finally reached at Ramakrishna Beach, and you can see this is the submarine. And I'm standing in the queue. You can see the queue from here. Such a huge queue to go inside the submarine, and that's how my last trip of day 4 in Vizag is going to complete. And then I will catch my bus 9:30 to the capital of Odisha state called Bhubaneswar. Okay. So let me tell you what is this submarine is all about. I'll give you a little insight of this. This submarine was initially built by Russian engineers in 1969 here in Vizag port, and eventually played a major role in the 1971, I believe, between Indian-Pakistan conflict. And in that war, this submarine played a very beautiful role. And it served after the 31 years in the Indian Navy. And finally, it was rested here. It is one of a kind in entire Asia where a big submarine is, shown to the public as a museum. It contains, a lot of areas to cover, like sonar rooms, control rooms, how the people, the sailors used to stay, and those are the beautiful things which you will never get a chance to watch anywhere. In Asia, actually, that's what I'm hearing from various people. So that's the reason I don't wanted to miss this submarine as my visit in my bucket list of Vizag tour. So if somebody will think why a submarine is displayed to the public, what kind of message government is wanted to give to the public, it's all about the motivation to join Indian Navy. Obviously, we are all proud of our Indian Army, Indian Air Force, Indian Navy. I'm deeply proud and deeply, in my heart, they have a special place. So I never miss any of these, kind of displays or any air shows. I never miss it. So that's the reason Indian government has put this as motivation for the young generations to dream to join Indian Navy. And that's all about this, the submarine museum. Just I'm still on the queue. It's a huge queue. I don't know what is the price I need to pay for the ticket. Only thing is what I heard on Monday it is closed. On every day it is displayed till 8:30. I mean, from afternoon probably 2 p.m. So that's what the Google shows me. So luckily, I mean, I haven't tried for last 2-3 days. I was not getting enough time to reach on proper time because every time it's a season and a lot of crowd actually. So anyways, I'm really excited. This will be my last, part of my day for visit of Vizag. If you have not subscribed my channel, don't forget to please subscribe to the channel. And if you are patiently watching this video, thank you very much from my side. Let's wait for some more time before I close this. But this is more interesting part of my entire day trip of day 4 in Vizag. One more thing also, if you are really interested, the nitty-gritty of this submarine, I mean, there are various things are there because it's almost approximately 91.2 meter length actually. Various compartments are there. You can even hire a guide who can explain you in much details about this submarine. I'm really interested, but I have no idea how much they are going to charge and how much time they will take to cover the entire, 91 meter submarine actually. So let's see. Once I go and get the ticket, then I'll show you the details. These are all torpedoes. You see these old engines.
ग्रीन कलर है टॉर्पेडो डिलीट कर ग्रीन कलर का जो है ये ऐसे 22 टॉर्पेडो है
You can see this how big these torpedoes are. You can see this how big these torpedoes. These are all fired during the war. Imagine how congested is this place. You can see these are the, obviously this is how the torpedoes are kept in this submarine during 1970 war of India and Pakistan. I think this is the inlet actually, which normally the people enter to this submarine. Look at these machineries. This is the wash basin in the submarine where the sailors or the navy people used to use. So congested, so narrow actually. Can you imagine these sailors used to stay 60 days without taking shower or bath inside this? It's very small kitchen to serve for the sailors which are staying in this submarine to stay here. This is captain's cabin. This is where the small house of captain where gives all the direction to the sailors. I'm super excited inside a submarine. It's 91 meter I need to cover. And can you imagine so many machineries? Oh my goodness, full of machines and machines around here. Look at this. This is what it's a sonar navigation person. Detect the presence of ships or submarine. So this is the room where the person is responsible to detect the submarines and ships under the water nose. That means. So these are all the details where they detect the sonar frequencies those days. The room of the sailors, I can say, the navy people, they used to have the small compartments to sleep and take rest during their journey. So cramped. Only 3 people. You can see the 3 seats are here. Just imagine when these people will be walking inside this, they have to be very careful of their head. You can see all these machines on the left and right. Oh my goodness. See this. It's very, very less space. And this is dining space. Let me see what is this. This is accommodation for the 4 officers room, and this is the room where they have their whether lunch or dinner, whatever. This is the room where they enjoy their food. Obviously, I cannot say they enjoy, but they have to actually to survive. This is another compartment where the sailors used to sleep here when they are on duty in this submarine. Compartment 3. Now we are inside the compartment 3. So many machines. Oh my goodness! Just look at this. Shit! It's engineering marvelous. I can only say. Hey, so many things, and every person has to remember. Each piece has its own, you can see this is bathroom is all about. It's not air inductor flask. I don't know the technicalities. Probably if you come in an off season, probably you can take a guide and then they can explain you more details about this submarine. This is the radio receiver room where the personnel is busy doing his duty as a radio receiver. Get the message transferred in a coded format, whatever the way. कोई भी टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम होती है तो बाहर जा सकती है किसी को and this probably if there is a technical malfunction, then probably they have to wear it and go inside the deeper submarine part to fix it. So many, I don't know, awards or some operators. This is condenses. Tin food, actually, I can say it's like a ready-made food. I believe so. Obviously, they have to bring all the ready-made food here. The cook is preparing the food. This will definitely Navy person, not a normal chef. Oh my goodness, what is this? Compartment number 5. All these machineries. Yeah. Wow. You never get in your life a chance to see a submarine like this close. Obviously, it is very old, but no doubt, still, it is a great, initiative by our government of India. They have compartment 6, and I need to go by this way. And this is, I think, the wash basin, the washing space where people clean there, and there is a commode here, one commode for the entire crew. And there are some people also sleep here. This is another machinery. And this is the compartment 7. So this is over in compartment 7. Wow, this is fantastic. Initially, I was not allowed to shoot. Then finally, they allowed me. I told that I'm a YouTuber. I wanted to do some shoot. I'm proud of my Indian Navy, so they just allowed me to shoot. Although I was a bit skeptical if this technology can be wrong, and but obviously it's very very old technology. It has no meaning actually for today's warfare. So they allowed me. I'm very thankful to the officials who are inside the submarine. Um, so thank you very much for watching this video. So let me take some B-roll shots for this submarine. So this submarine, there is one more museum here which is called PU-142 Aircraft Museum. That's also famous. A lot of tourists visit some of the fighter aircrafts used in our Indian Air Force in past. So, and the specific, they have displayed this PU-142, which is very specific Indian Air Force aircraft. So I have no knowledge about this. If I get time, then I'll cover this in my video, or else I mean, if you get a chance to come to Vizag, then you can also come and visit this museum, EU 142, just opposite to the Submarine Museum. Finally, I'm closing my day 4 vlog in Vizag. It's quite hectic for me. I have just left only two hours to catch my bus. So I think you have got a glimpse of Vizag trip of mine from day 1 to day 4. And don't forget to click the subscribe button on my channel. And if you really like this video, I'll appreciate, give a comment. And if I'm something wrong somewhere I'm saying, you also can update it. If you're watching this video in 2026, then all the best for your upcoming year, and my best wishes to all my viewers who are watching this channel. Okay, so I'm going to miss Vizag, definitely the vibes, the crowd, the beautiful, environment in terms of like people, their energy, and I mean well managed traffic. There is no issues in terms of traffic actually. And obviously my bike rental was really very helpful. It saved a lot of good money for me, and I was able to quickly travel from one destination to another destination very quickly. So I have given all the details in all my blogs of Vizag playlist, so you can go through it. Enjoy your day. Bye bye. Take care.